Hey guys, so I'm in the garage. Reaper Militia Outdoors wanted me to do a little bit of tanning, how we do our tanning. Like I said, here's that mink. This isn't the one on the video that I said I was going to tan. It's already tanned already. This is number 4 from the trap line that we got. So I just want to go through a few steps. So after you do all your fleshing of your animal that you're going to do, in this case I'm doing a mink. But if you do, raccoons or coyotes or whatever that you're going to do, make sure they're fleshed. Number one, fleshed really good. And then over here is non-iodized salt. So we just buy this at the local bulk store or whatever you guys can get it, and you fill up inside the hide, fill it right full, and then roll her up in a ball. There you can see where it's all kind of pickled up. So we usually let it sit for about 2 days on your heavy greased animals and drip it over the edge like this, and chances are it'll drip out if there's anything that isn't fleshed. On these animals like this, like a marten or a mink or fisher, even a coyotes, there's not a lot that comes out of it, but coons or beaver, you're going to get something out of it. So I just leave it outside and I put it on top of the container here. And like I said, it's full of salt, and you can see salt is down in there and inside all the paws, because I skin them with the paws on. You can see like that, so there's fleshing inside that paws there, so it gets as good as it can in there with the salt. Make sure it gets rid of it. So the second step is this container right here. This is our container that we use to soak the hide in, and it's like 1 gallon of vinegar to half a gallon of water, and we also mix salt in there. So the salt is in the brine also, and you mix it up as much as you can get. It'll dissolve, I guess. So this is what it kind of looks like. We keep it pretty active. Once it starts getting not so good or whatever, then what we do is we throw it away and start it out. It's just vinegar and water, right? There's not a whole lot to it. So remember, about 1 gallon of vinegar, half a gallon of water, and then if you want to double it and make higher amount, if you're going to do a coyote or a wolf or what have you, and then you leave it in there and you turn the skin out. So when you go, just put the salt into a garbage can of some sort. Like I want to leave this for a couple more days yet, or a day, before I add it into the solution. But when I do, I just undo it. I guess it doesn't hurt if you put the salt back in there and make sure it's stirred up and dissolved. And then I leave the fur in, hide out. So then you just put it in the solution and mix it up in there every couple days. Come by, give it a turn, make sure it's below the surface of the water, and the way you go. And just leave it there. And our secret that we found, when we first started doing it, we were leaving it for 2 to 3 days because we were learning, and now we leave it for 10 days. The wolves we've done quite a few wolves now. We leave them 10 days. No problems, and they're easier to break. Now part 2 will probably be of some of the solution when we put it in there. Me taking it out of the solution. It's not really a big deal to see it going in. Taking it out of the solution, and then the drying process with the Neat's Feet oil and Dawn dish soap and hot water. And then I put it on a stretching board, which my stretching board is right over there. And then you break the hide. And when we get to that stage, I will film it and let you guys know from there. So we'll call this part 1, and like I said, part 2 will be from the bringing the hide out of here and bringing it in for the next process. So I hope this helps out for guys for doing doing some tanning. Like I said, minks, you might have heard me mention on my videos, minks don't fetch a high dollar on the market, right? So I just keep them, tan them up, and wall hangers and stuff like that, and kids get some and what have you. So the other thing, before I go, I'll just mention this guy. You might look at this thing and say, what the hell is that, right? But this here is a spin dryer. Picked it up when we wash our coyotes to send them off for market. They're all hand washed and Dawn soap, and then we rinse them, and then we spin dry them in this. And I'll tell you what a remarkable look on the hides when they're done. Like they're actually truly gorgeous. So if you ever see one at a garage sale or whatever and it works, by golly, pick it up, guys. And she's a dandy unit to have for your fur collection, right? And it just makes your fur handling so much better. So okay, guys, we'll let you go. And if there's any corrections that I made on this video, errors that I made, I'll correct them on part 2. But I think that's pretty much it for now. So okay, see you guys on part 2.